And then he's in 2 different cheating scandals across 2 different games. Okay, I think the DSG EST series was complete bullshit. But like part of it is like, okay, Riot can't really control that the game. There's a best of 5 series that got delayed and then took 8 hours and then they had to reschedule the last game to the next day. It's like, well, I can't really blame Riot for this one. I want to be real, maybe not their fault. Okay. What I can say is that if the players are not at the studio, which I don't think they were live at the Riot studio, it should be abundantly clear during pauses, your coach and the officials on the site should be like, you are not allowed to open streams or videos from this position. The players should already know this because this is a rule that was enforced during my time when I played 8 years ago. I'm sure they know that. Someone has been around 5 regions. He definitely knows. The thing is, like, I don't even know because like it probably is such a rare occasion where it's not enforced, But yeah, it's weird. I think that DSG, the team itself, looks pretty good, even against Summit and just in general. It's really up that like the format was so bad that it was hard for them to improve throughout the year. It looked like, especially with the change in the mid laner and change in I think AD carry, that their team looks like they're getting better every month I see them. I really kind of wish they had this roster at the very beginning of the year or the beginning of the split. It sucks that like they had that really bad split 1 format, which I think they played like 2 games and they just couldn't play anymore. There's a lot of things I wish that that was different, you know. But I do think it's cool that like, yeah, the LCS format was so horrible this year. There were teams who didn't even play each other more than 1 time. That's crazy. Like whatever, man. I'm not gonna complain about the format. Everyone knows it sucks. It sucks so bad that LCS is back, right? Like, there's no reason to complain about a format that is not going to exist anymore because the league is dead. Now, well, we're back. LCS is back. I think that I really hope that at some point Toast has a very successful esports team before he quits esports. He's already lost $1 to $2 million in esports so far, and I feel really bad. I feel bad that he tries his hardest to go through tier 2 teams because he to try to like essentially build dreams with like non-top tier players, and then he's in 2 different cheating scandals across 2 different games, and like all his teams a lot of times just barely miss any specific cutoff. So between like his team getting poached, yeah, he had an incident where one of the teams cheated in an open qualifier. They were banned, but the teams that they played against retroactively were not given like a remake. That team just had to forfeit the current series they were on. Anyways, watching what happens, it's stupid. Like being a DSG fan is actually crazy. Like I don't even know, man. It feels so bad because like it's hard to have a fan base when you don't win. I think that is in esports. That's what makes it hard. Like you can in other sports maybe have a fan base that's built around losing, but having great community. But I think in esports and specifically certain Riot titles, you have to win a little bit to get fans. It's just the nature of the game. Dig had a pretty big fan base. Yeah, do you know how Dig got their fan base? Their initial fan base? Right here, baby. Me, Cutie, Kiwi, like we hard carried their initial fan base. Like no glaze, not self-glazing. We're the reason they have initial fans. And the thing is, we were a top 3 team. We won. They're only 20% of the time against TSM, but those COG guys, they got shafted by us like all the time to the point where they would complain about us afterwards. They're like, you cheesy motherfuckers. We're like, yeah, deal with it. So it's like we were like the personalities and we were winning. We were at least a top 3 team, right? And so because of that, like we were able to build a community. And then like ever since then, Dig has had up and downs, I would say, mainly a lot of downs. And it's hard to really build around a team when they don't keep a lot of their players, right? Like I feel like they end up having to reset a lot of their players because they're losing. They're looking for better players, but they're never really able to have any kind of fans stay because their favorite player is gone and their team's not winning. So it's just like, okay, like it's really hard to gain fans again if you're not winning. Winning is the easiest way to gain fans.